Well, Jamie, the president of the Emilia-Romagna region has told citizens that they should not go near any river whatsoever, and he said if they happen to live next to a river, for example, that they should retreat to higher floors in their house because of the amount of danger of flash flooding. Now, some parts of this region have had just such an extraordinary amount of water in such a short amount of time, some parts having roughly half of their average annual rainfall in just the space of 36 hours, and that has sent search and rescue teams scrambling to respond. An Italian Coast Guard helicopter hovers over a house surrounded by water. They spot a man up on the roof, desperately trying to escape. He's one of the lucky ones, as a member of the Coast Guard abseils down to pluck him from danger. Thousands of people have been evacuated by small boats from towns such as Forlì, where residents carried their pets away from the rising waters. Local authorities also found dead bodies in Forlì and 2 other towns. There's a cruel irony about flooding taking place here. This part of Italy has been suffering from drought in recent months after a winter with little rain and a hot summer last year. But now rescue workers are having to push through chest-high water, using dinghies to travel down streets usually filled with cars. Meanwhile, an F1 race that was set to take place this weekend at the region's Imola racetrack has been called off. The organisers said it's not possible to safely hold the event for our fans, the teams and our personnel. The decision came after Italy's Transport Minister, Matteo Salvini, had publicly called for it to be postponed. Meanwhile, there's more rain forecast in the coming days, meaning the homes of millions of residents are also now at risk.
Giles, this isn't over by a long stretch, is it? And all this happening while the Prime Minister is out of the country.
Yeah, Giorgia Meloni, the Italian Prime Minister, has been in Iceland this week attending the Council of Europe summit, and she is now travelling over to Japan for the G7 summit that's taking place in Hiroshima. Her office did put out a video of her taking part in a video conference with local and national officials who are responding to this crisis. That was when she was on a scheduled stopover in Anchorage in Alaska on her way to Japan. And in that meeting and in a statement that the Prime Minister put out, she has said that more emergency measures can be put out if necessary as officials back here in Italy try to get this situation under control.
Giles, thank you for that. Our correspondent Giles Gibson in Rome.